Did you notice Magic took off her neck brace? No one realizes she might be the real undercover cop. Ever since Magic first appeared, she almost never took off that neck brace. For a dancer, that already felt unusual. But in episode 7, the neck brace suddenly disappears. And people immediately started asking, was it really for an injury? First, when Kitty excitedly tells everyone she's being sent away for a free BBL surgery, everyone celebrates. Everyone except Magic. She looks genuinely worried. Then she tells Kitty,
"We love you."
But the way she says it feels strange. Almost like she already knows Kitty might never come back, which suggests she may already know something about that clinic. Second, during a police meeting, one detail gets revealed. There were 2 girls inside Alamo's transport vehicle, but Rue never knew those details, which means someone else leaked the information. Third, when Maddie goes to Alamo's apartment to pick up clothes, she finds a key left behind. Maddie casually tosses it to Magic, but instead of giving it back to Alamo, Magic quietly keeps it, almost like she's collecting evidence. So what do you think? Has Magic been secretly watching Alamo? Did you notice the gold anklet on Maddie's foot? No one realizes she may end up marrying Alamo. In episode 7, Alamo invites Maddie into the bathtub. What happened after that? We never see. But later, when Maddie appears at the meeting spot, she's fully dressed, and the gold anklet is still on her foot. 3 signs suggest this was his way of claiming Maddie. First, Alamo never likes losing with women. The dancers in his club wear gold jewelry too, but those pieces are rented from him and have to be returned. Maddie isn't a dancer, and when she comes out to change, even Magic looks jealous. That says in Alamo's eyes, Maddie is clearly different. Second, Maddie isn't just attractive, she's smart with money too. Before getting into the tub, she even changes into a short hairstyle that resembles Alamo's mother when she was younger. And giving jewelry means something to him. It's a habit passed down from his stepfather, who used to win over Alamo's mother by constantly giving her jewelry. Third, at the end of episode 7, instead of sending his men, Alamo personally goes with Maddie to negotiate the deal. It suggests their relationship is no longer ordinary. So what do you think? Will Maddie actually marry Alamo? Did you notice how calm Maddie looked? No one realizes Alamo's death was all part of her plan. When Ali confronts Alamo to avenge Rue, Alamo immediately grabs Maddie as a hostage. But Maddie doesn't panic. She almost looks like she already knows Ali won't hurt her. Some fans think Ali simply refuses to harm innocent people, but 3 details suggest Maddie was behind it all. First, after Rue dies from the painkillers Alamo gave her, Ali calls Lexi with the news. Soon after, Lexi, Cassie, and Maddie meet to discuss Alamo and the money he's owed. By then, it feels like Maddie and Ali are already working together. During the confrontation, there seems to be an understanding between them, and the money bag handed to Alamo has a red lipstick kiss mark on it, almost like a way to lower his guard. Second, before leaving Cassie's house, Maddie tells her, "Don't wait up." It sounds ordinary, until you realize what happens later that night. That line makes it seem like Maddie already knew what was coming. Finally, when Bishop removes the swapped bullets, Maddie looks relieved. Earlier, she already seemed to have gained Bishop's trust, and without those bullets, Alamo never gets another chance. So what do you think? Why did Bishop betray Alamo to help Maddie? In the final episode, almost every time Bishop appears, the camera cuts to a snake. Some fans think it represents his wild nature, but 3 clues suggest he planned this long ago. First, Bishop had been unhappy for a long time. Alamo constantly treated him like a subordinate. He insulted him in front of others, even over small mistakes. Remember when someone grabbed the wrong pair of pants and Alamo exploded in anger? Bishop's reaction said everything. He respected Alamo less and less. Second, Bishop seemed to grow closer to Maddie over time. Alamo claimed to care about her, but when things went wrong, he was willing to use her as a human shield. Bishop clearly hated that. And the moment Alamo put Maddie in danger, Bishop had a reason to turn against him. Third, after taking Rue's phone, Bishop likely learned about the DEA investigation. But instead of exposing Rue, he stayed quiet. Ali's revenge created the perfect opportunity. If Alamo fell, Bishop could protect himself and move closer to power at the same time. Finally, it echoes something Bishop once told Maddie. "I like surprising people." So what do you think? Did Bishop betray Alamo for Maddie? Why was Daisy more heartbroken than Jules, even though she only knew Rue for half a day? At the end of the finale, when Ali arrives with the news about Rue, Daisy immediately breaks down in tears. She even says a prayer for Rue at dinner. Meanwhile, Jules seems surprisingly distant. She simply sketches a portrait of Rue and keeps it as a memory. So why are their reactions so different? First, Daisy is the farm girl who took Rue in during episode 1. She admired Rue. She was fascinated by her complicated, exciting life. But what affected her most was hearing Rue say she would trade lives with her without hesitation. For Daisy, that moment felt real. When the news arrived, it hit her much harder than anyone expected. Second, Jules and Rue had years of ups and downs. Their relationship was never stable. Both had too many issues to make it work. By the end, both had changed. Jules had become trapped in a life controlled by someone else. To Jules, Rue had become a memory of a happier time. Finally, Daisy represents the life Rue always wanted. Simple and peaceful. She's a reminder of what Rue could never have. Maybe that's why Daisy grieves so deeply. So, were you satisfied with the ending?